hello. What an awesome Saturday we are having here today. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever you are in any all this huge internet here. Oh, and by the way, there's something looks like I'm watching myself here in the other computer, right? So okay, let's turn this off right for now. So awesome to have you all here. That's great. So if you can hear me, if you can see me, say hello in the chat. Say hello anywhere here. Wherever you are in YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever you are watching this, Periscope, right? Just say hello in the chat so we can have a little conversation here. And basically, my idea here today is helping you solve whatever difficulty you have in your career, right? So in this beautiful, and for me at least, is this beautiful sunny Saturday right now. And so what is going on in your career, right? So what challenge you're facing right now? What's the biggest challenge you face today in your career? So if you wanna go ahead, tell me, say something here so we can have so I can help you in your career. While we're doing this, let me quickly say that this Monday we're going to start this awesome event. It's not really an event. It's going to be a master class where we're going to be working with my good friend Ruslan Sinitsky for the Cloud Tech Days, right? So so it's going to be a master class. We're going to have 3 live classes next week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. About this time, right? I think this. I think it is. I think it's exactly this time here. Let me just make sure that I did this live yesterday at this time, so I decided just to do this. Yeah, the same. Okay, so yeah, exactly this time here. Wherever you are in the world, exactly this time. That's when we're going to start on Monday, and we're going to have the Cloud Tech Day. So you can come here and you can register for it to participate with us. We have hundreds of people already there. There's going to discuss about cloud skills and how you can have you can have your cloud skills. We can improve your cloud skills. So if you want to do this, please register with us right now. So come on, I want to hear your questions. I see there's lots of people watching this right now, so I want to hear your questions. So right down here on the chat, so I hopefully the chat's gonna work. So if you're watching this, could you just say hello in the chat, just so I can make sure that the chat is working, and so we can start talking about your career. So I was just having a conversation. Hey, Tim Boudreau, how do you print hello world in the cloud? That's awesome. Hey, Tim, good to see you, man. Long time. Actually, Tim, you should join me here for a conversation. How about that, Tim? Would that be a possibility? And so then, long time that we don't talk, man. It's so great. So how is your family? How is your son? I'd love to hear about you. So the best way to print hello world in the cloud is when Gandalf, right, was smoking the pipe and making those figures with pipe smoke. I think that's the best way to do hello world in the cloud. Or you could hire a they're like airplanes with smoke, right? He's asking to play games on my phone. Yeah, awesome, man. So good to see you. If you can join me here, I'm happy to find a way to send you a link for you to join me here, Tim. Just let me know. That would be awesome. All right. So everyone else, if you have any questions about your career, Tim Boudreau is a good friend. We were working together on NetBeans, right? Long time ago. It was such an awesome working awesome project. So good to see good friends showing up. So that's great. And but anyway, so we're here to help you. What's the best platform, AWS or Azure? Well, you know what, really, Fazendeiro, there's a lot of cloud providers right there, right? A lot of cloud providers, and a lot of it depends on on what is your needs, right? So tell me, what are your needs in terms of clouds, so we can help you out understanding, right? I mean, AWS is clearly by far the the largest cloud provider in the market, right? That's awesome. That's very, very good. But the other side of this is that they're fairly complex, right? Both Microsoft, both AWS, Amazon, right, and Azure for Microsoft, they're both very, very sophisticated cloud platforms. They're very oh, Timo Drew, I'm working on AWS and Amazon now, so I'm required to say AWS. That's awesome, Tim. There's even better. Come on, man, join me here so we can have a conversation about cloud and AWS. That would be awesome. So, so there's so both AWS and Azure are very complete. I mean, there's have all kinds of functionality and everything like this, but all of this comes with the cost of complexity, right? So so you got to understand a lot of what you're doing, and because those are fairly complex providers, right? Oh, join house. So Tim, okay, so you are interested in joining, Tim. So I'm gonna figure it out. So I'm gonna go here, Tim, and I'm gonna send you a link directly on your. There's no way that I can send the link for everyone, but I'm gonna go on Facebook and I'm gonna join a link, right? So Fazendero, what I can tell you in terms of if you can tell me a little bit more about your situation, I can help you more. But those both providers, they're gonna be very complete with everything you can imagine, and at the same time, they're going to be fairly complex, right? Depending on your situation, you can. Oh, come on, Tim. Now you got. So I'm finding you here on Facebook. Oh, you got me interested in this. Yes. So I'm going to message you with the link, and I think you can just click on it, even on the cell phone. It should work, right? And if not, you let me know. All right. So, and then you can join only audio if you want. That's good. All right. So, so Fazendero, a lot of people also have issues on, actually because of your name, Fazendero, I think that you are in Brazil, right? So a lot of people have issues in terms of which cloud provider they're going to use because of things like latency, how far they are from your use, right? So AWS does have, both AWS and Azure have data centers in Brazil, in São Paulo. So if you're in this region of São Paulo, they might be a good solution for you if you want to do that. So, I wouldn't say now, it's just also in terms of price, right? So for example, Azure, until recently, Azure would charge you in reals in Brazil, but AWS did not, right? So that was a change that AWS did very recent on start charging reals. That's a huge difference. But there's a big difference there that I think you should understand, Fazendero. That is, so for example, Amazon, their prices are in dollars, right? So when you commit in dollars. So if the dollar fluctuates, although you pay in reals, if the dollar fluctuates, your commitment is in dollars, right? Azure, for example, I think Azure charges you in reals, so they have the prices in reals. You have other cloud providers, for example. So Gelastic has a partner in Brazil called Saving Cloud. So Saving Clouds, and I think they have like 3 or 4 partners in Brazil. So Saving Cloud charges you in reals, right? So there's a big difference, So choosing your provider will require you to understand, what is best for you in terms of where the data center is located, how much price they charge, how, if they're charging in your currency, in your current currency or not, right? So all of those things are things that you have to worry about, Fazendero. So if you want to tell me a little bit more about your situation, I could actually kind of give you like a better answer, right? But I have things running on Amazon, I have things running on Azure, I have things running on Gelastic, right? because Gillette has a lot of advantage for me too. And I think that one of the biggest things that we have to think about is the terms of how much money, in which currency you're paying, right? If you're in Brazil, for example, and you're paying in dollars, right? Then you have extra taxes on top of that, right? So all of these things are things that you have to consider, Fazendeiro. Otherwise, otherwise cloud gets that's why some of the complication of the cloud, right? It's actually deciding on the partner, right? So Tim is kind of mad and upset with something. Maybe is the fact of the payment. I don't know, Tim. Come here, man. I want you to get upset. Click on the link I sent you on your Facebook Messenger and show me here and tell me what's going on, right? That was from Jack. Jack is 5. Hey, Jack. How you doing, Jack? You're upset with something, right? You're upset your father is paying attention to this ugly man speaking on the screen instead of your game. I understand that. Okay, cool. Awesome. So who else? Who else have, so Fabio Higor is calling his friend Ronaldo to show up. That's good. That's good. All good conversations here. So what else? What else is going on in your career? We're talking about cloud here, but maybe something's going on in your career. So if we don't have any questions, we can do this a quick thing. We're both watching. So hey, Jack, very nice to meet you, Jack. Actually, you know what? I love the Jack name, right? So I don't have him here with me right now, but Jack Adams, right, is a friend of ours from the Sun time. Remember Jack Adams, Tim? So Jack Adams is a very, very nice puppet, and he's still around, man. He's the mascot that's like, my friend Jack Adams. I still walk around with him. He's pretty awesome. So I'll send you some videos about Jack Adams, Jack. So that's pretty cool. All right. So one thing I want to do right now, while we're waiting for more questions here, is that let's think that let's say that you want to. Oh man, what is this thing here? Okay, here. So one thing that I was just having a conversation a few minutes ago with this awesome guy from Ukraine, right? And we were talking about how you can grow in your career, right? So, and for me, the best way to grow in your career is sharing your knowledge, right? So Tim Boudreau is here, and he's an amazing speaker. He traveled all over the world. He's speaking for NetBeans. So, Tim grew a lot, his career and a lot of other people's career by sharing, right? And so sharing what you know is one of the most important things that you can do for your career. So to help you share, right, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give you, I just released the new ebook. It's a short book, very, very short book, very to the point, right? So if you I call low-hanging talks. So low-hanging talks are easy to do presentations, right? That you can master like this, and you can start sharing your knowledge today, right? So if you want to download this, it's completely free. You can come here to this QR code right here, right? You can come to this QR code right here, or to this URL on here at the top. The low-hanging talks is my new ebook. It was just released this past Wednesday, and so you can get access to it. It's a short ebook, very to the point. That's gonna give you 4 places that you can present right now, and 5 styles of presentation that you can apply today, right? You can go to your company, to a user group, whatever it is, to your colleagues, your teammates, and start presenting today, right? So really, it's a big way for you to change your career. So if you're interested in this, download this ebook right now, 100% free. Is going to give you some good advice on your career, right? So, well, actually, going to get you sharing right now. So my phone would have been a supercomputer in the 90s, right? So why do I want to use the cloud, right? I'm just buying uptime. All right, so that's a great question, Tim. So let me just kind of remove the thing here. Let me just, since you're talking about cloud here, let me just kind of put here on Monday, we're going to start this Cloud Tech Day thing. So let me go talk about, and so Fazendeiro says the dollar in Brazil is time 5 to 1, and believe it, it's like really expensive, Fazendeiro. I totally agree with you, right? That's why right now it's better that you go work with providers that actually charge you in reals, right? That's a big difference. You know, providers that are able to charge in reals, especially that, you know, if you actually have operations in Brazil, so their expenses are actually in reals and they can charge you in reals. That is an awesome way to work with, you know, to get away from this dollar convention. For example, that's what I do, right? So that's why for me it's pretty nice right now. So Tim is asking, my phone have been a supercomputer in the 90s, right? So why do I want to use the cloud? Am I just buying uptime? So Tim, there is a big difference right now. I think this is really important. So in the 90s, you know the thing that was going on, like in full swing, that was pretty awesome. It was the Moore's law. Moore's law means that you could just write your application, right? And without doing anything at all, 2 years later, your application is going to be faster, right? So that's an awesome thing. So that allows us to do, like, you know, like you're saying, your phone would be a supercomputer at that time. And the cool thing is that, you know, with your phone, you know, that's what we did, right? You know, our phones just become faster and faster. It didn't matter much what we were doing. So we could do all kind of crazy applications, and we could kind of, you know, do more animations and more nice stuff. We can solve more problems for the user. We can do a lot of things because we did this. And, you know, 2 years later, our application would be blindly fast, right? That's what you're talking about here. You know, your phone would be a supercomputer in the 90s because Moore's law, right? Now, what's going on is that in the last, you know, I think since 2006, I think, I don't remember exactly the date, but since 2006, Moore's law, it's kind of losing steam, right? Well, actually, a lot of people are saying that 2020 is the last year the Moore's law actually it's economical viable, right? I'm not an expert on this, so don't quote me on that, but some people are saying this. Now, but the important thing that you have to understand is that since 2006, the speed of a single thread has plateaued, right? So since 2006, it's not growing as fast anymore, and it's plateauing, right? So it has been several years now that the speed of a single thread application has plateaued. So what does that mean? It means that if you want to increase the performance of your application, you require more cores, more threads, more CPUs, more systems. So this is where the cloud, it's really awesome, because now in the cloud, you can actually have multiple computers. You can really have as many computers as you need, so you can increase the performance of your application, even without Moore's law. So I think that is a good reason why you should be considering the cloud in whatever it is that you're doing, Tim, because, you know, your phone is not going to get faster, right? Your phone is not going to get any faster now. And so, okay, so Jack doesn't know you can see us, so he just came with $3 and waved at the phone, right? Awesome. Okay. All right. So how much cloud he can buy with this $3? There's a lot of cloud, actually, right? You know, we got, let me see, you know, we are paying for cents, you know, cents an hour, cents a minute. So he can get a lot of cloud for $3. Maybe not enough for him to run his web server well, you know, well, actually, so many cloud providers are giving so many things for free, right? I mean, you can run a lot of things in the cloud with no money whatsoever, right? That's a good thing. So yeah, so Jack, $3 can take you a little ways, so that's not a problem. All right. So Fazendeiro is asking, is it worth taking the AWS certificate? So Fazendeiro, taking a certificate for anyone, right? You know, Oracle, Amazon, Microsoft, IBM, whatever certificate you want to take, it's good for your curriculum, right? So, and the main reason why we do a certificate is so people that want those type of professionals can hire you. Now, I can tell you that usually the certificate is not worth much. Let's take this out of the way immediately, right? A certificate is not going to help you much getting a job. It will help you get a job if you want to work for a company that values the certificates. That's a very important thing. So for example, AWS certification, anyone that wants to do consulting, like official consulting partnership with Amazon, needs people that are AWS certified. So if you want to work for a company that does AWS consulting, and they will look for AWS certified professionals, because that's what they want, right? So I think that yes, having an AWS certification is valid if that's your situation, Fazendero. Okay, so I think that's a very fair thing. So hey, Altamir, very good to see you here, man. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so Tim, that's awesome. Good to see you, man. So say hello to Jack and everyone in your family. It's very, very good to hear from you, and I miss you a lot, right? Maybe you can figure out a trip with your wife and your kids here back to Brazil. Our house is still here, and last time you came here, I don't think we have everything done, but now it's a lot better. And not only that, but now we have more rooms for guests, right? So anytime you want, Tim, that's awesome. So so Simio says, hey Pedro. It's sim.io. I'm sorry, sim.io Pedro. So Pedro's, I think that's his name, Pedro. Hey Pedro, very good to be here with you, man. Very good. That's awesome. All right. So just send me your questions. So see here, I see a lot of people just join in. So just send all the questions here because I want to help you with your career. So hey Atla, how are you doing? That's awesome. So send me your questions. What is the biggest challenge you're having with your career right now? And while you're thinking about your question, let me invite you on Monday. I'm going to be running Cloud Tech Day. It's going to be a masterclass about cloud computing. It's going to be the whole week. We're going to do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're going to be joining with you with cloud technology, cloud skills. We're going to be discussing everything about cloud. Is starting Monday, right? So it's completely free event. Join us. It's going to be awesome to be there with you, right? So, all right. So, and right now we are answering questions here about career. So since a lot of people join in, let me quickly give you a gift, and then I'm going to start answering the questions right there. So, one of the best. Actually, this is a great question right there. I know. So Elio says, what is the best way to keep yourself on track of growing? So, hey, Elio, so awesome to see you here, man. Good to have you here. So what is the the best way to get yourself growing? And I tell you, the best way to grow is actually to share your knowledge, right? By sharing your knowledge, what happens is that when you share what you know, other people know what you know, and they trust you in what you know. So they want to hire you. They want to work with you. They want to be part of your community. They want to be close to you, right? So they want to hire you. So that's the best way for you to keep your career growing is by sharing. And because of that, I released this little ebook on last Wednesday to help you start sharing today. So if you never shared before, or even if you're a good speaker, this little book here that you can get here on this QR code is the low-hanging talks, right? Like easy presentation that you can do today, right? That requires little preparation that you can really go and start sharing today, right? So this book will list you 4 places that you can present something today, and 5 styles of presentation that requires very little preparation and that you can start by sharing today your knowledge. Everything that you know, that's going to be an awesome way for you to start sharing. So so click on this QR code right now, and or go on this URL right here. That's gonna help you out on sharing, right? So it's a free ebook that I released this past Wednesday. So I'm kind of giving completely for free for you right now. All right, so let me go back here to the questions while you're doing this. So it's very easy to lose focus, right? So what is? Yeah. So I think you're commenting on the track to growth, right? So yes, I understand, Pedro. It's very easy to lose focus We want to learn everything. We want to do. We want to reach out to all kinds of different things. And because of that, I understand that it is indeed very, very easy to lose focus. So it's very important that you know what is that you want for your life. You know that what is your biggest desire, your biggest dream. What is it really the thing that you want to achieve? Because you got to keep focused on the thing that you want to achieve. Don't keep focused on technology you want to learn, on anything like this. Keep focused on how high you want to go, right? I want to build my company. I want to become a team leader. I want to, raise my salary. I want to buy a new house. I want to get my family to another country. Whatever is that is like the big dream in your life, the big dream in your career. That's the thing that you want to focus on, because the more clarity you have on that, the easier it is to stay on focus, right? Because we lose focus a lot because we think on small things. Oh, I need to learn Java. I need to learn Kotlin. I need to learn, Hibernate, whatever. We have this like very, 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 very small focus. And then it's very easy to lose focus because they're not important enough. But when you have your big dreams, that's gonna help you a lot more to stay in focus, right? So Elio, download this ebook here right now. It's an awesome ebook that I really recommend if you want to keep your career on track of growing. All right. So let me go see here the other question that we have. Someone asked here about is worth working in the United States as a programmer. How is the market today? So the market's everywhere for a software developer, fazendeiro. It's really, really hot everywhere, right? Even right in the middle of the pandemic, there's lots of companies hiring lots of people. I was just talking with my friend a few days ago, and he said that he was hiring 400 developers to his company. I mean, so the market is very, very high right now, including in the US, right? So there's a lot of needs for great software developers in the US. So if you want to work there, that's an awesome thing. Right now, the problem is getting a visa to go there. So that's a different problem. But yes, it is totally worth working in the US. In the US, you're going to make something like, at around $100,000 a year as a developer. And that's kind of a low base for you to get started, right? 90, 100, 85, right? Ballpark for you to get started. So that's, and then it goes from there, right? So I think that it is a very, very worthy career in the US right now. Okay. All right. So it's still worth. So Altamir asked, is it still worth having a Java certification? Well, I was talking here before, Altamir, and basically certification is for your curriculum, right? I don't think. Look, I'll be very honest with you, Altamir. I don't think any certification is very worth having, right? So thanks a lot, Fazendeiro. Thanks. Fazendeiro saying congratulations on the channel. Thanks a lot, Fazendeiro. So Altamir, I think that it's any certification is usually not very worthy, right? Certification is curriculum, right? Certification is like I learned this on your curriculum, and that's not very interesting for companies. Companies are not interested in what you learned. Companies are interested in your experience and what is the thing that you did. So some certification will have some sample application that you have to do or some project that you have to do, and they are a little bit better because you show a little bit more experience, right? But usually certification is just the things that you learn it, and companies are not very interested in the things that you learn it. Companies are interested in the things that you did, right? And the things that what your real experience on doing things. So I think it's way more worth for you, Altamir, to go do some Java projects than for you to do some certification. You can do your own project, you can do open source project, you can do cool stuff, and that's going to be way more worth than doing a certification. But as I said before, there are some companies that will require a certification because they deal with customers that require certification. So, for example, AWS, you can only be a company that does consulting for AWS if you have certified AWS developers, right? So the same thing for there's lots of consulting companies that require Java certification, for example. So if you want to work with one of those companies, then certification might be awesome because that's going to be a big differentiator for you in those particular situations, right? So for example, if you want to be a instructor, a lot of places you want to be instructor at require that you have a certification so you can teach others. So it depends on what you want to do ultimately, but in general, certification is not the most important thing. The project that you did are more important than the certification you took. But there's a caveat there, right? Right, Altamir. A lot of people tell me, but Bruno, I lose focus very, very fast, like Pedro was saying, right? I lose focus, and I want to learn everything. So actually going to a search, if you're like this, if you lose focus very, very quickly, and you don't have motivation to keep learning things, taking a certification could be the way for you to motivate yourself to actually going after some cool stuff, some cool learning thing, right? So maybe that's why you should do. Oh, sorry about that. So maybe that's why you could do Altamir for if for you being motivated to study certification will help, then that's an awesome way of doing this. All right. Okay. So my last minute here, and I'm just gonna doing this live every day. So if you want to around this time, right? So around this time, I'm gonna do a live every single day. So I mean in the next week, right? So if you want to put in your calendar to show up on YouTube or Facebook, whatever, to kind of ask your questions here, do this because I'm gonna be doing this quite frequently. All right. So last things here. So if you wanna participate on our completely free cloud masterclass, right? Come here to Cloud Tech Days right now. So cloudtechdays.com. We're gonna have this awesome event where it's not gonna be an event. Actually, it's gonna be a masterclass. We're gonna be several hours of cloud content next week. Lots of good guests. So for example, if you're Java developers like Altamir is, tomorrow we're gonna have Adam Bean, one of Java champion, top architect, cloud specialist. He's going to be there with us to help you improve your cloud skills. So if you want to join us, please do that. And I'll see you on Monday. All right. So Cloud Tech Day is completely free, and I'll see you there. Okay. I don't see any more questions. I think I answered everything. So I'm just going to do this short material every day to help you grow your career. So thanks very much, everyone. It was awesome to have you here. And, if you have any more questions, go ahead. You can ask here you can send me a message on Facebook. You can send me a message on Twitter. Whatever works for you, I'll be helping you out on your career, right? Okay. So thanks, everyone. And I see you soon. I hope to see you Monday on the Cloud Tech Days event. Awesome. Thanks a lot, Fazendero. Thanks, Pedro. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Altamir. That's awesome to have you all here. Thanks a lot.